What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome back to week 6 of Soul Food Sunday, the only place that's bringing you guys a virtual YouTube potluck. You want to talk about just something cool, and it's coming to you from myself, AB, and them. You know what? That's Soul Food Cooking. Hey, outstanding, channel. They doing their thing. Listen, we running it back and forth. You guys are getting this like a, hey, we just call this a twofer. Hey, the only place where this is going down, you guys. Hey, so let's go ahead and talk about what this, what the name of it is and how to pronounce it. It says, if you read it and you pronounce it out, you might come up with something like Grillades or Grillades, but it's called Grillades. Listen, we're gonna have Grillades over some grits. You wanna talk about just the presentation. You know what, we're gonna simmer it, make that meat nice and tender. We're gonna serve it over them cheesy grits. Hey, with that being said, let's get right into this video. Okay, now going over the ingredients, we got 3 cloves of garlic. Those were minced. Then we got flour, a 1/3 cup. Now we're gonna go ahead, listen, these are the red and green bell peppers. I just shared the same bowl. Those are about 1/2 each, and that's that sweet smoky Joe's, that Creole Kick. But you guys can use your favorite seasoning. Creole seasoning is up to you. We got fire roasted tomatoes, a 14.5 ounce can, Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon. Then we got red wine vinegar, that's another teaspoon. Then you got that W sauce right there, that's 2 tablespoons. I like to call it that W sauce, but that's it right there. You guys know how to pronounce it. And then Tabasco, just about a tablespoon. It's up to you how spicy you want it to be, if you wanted to have that little kick to it. And then that's just 1 stalk of celery, that was just chopped. And then of course, right there, you gotta have them bay leaves. Anytime you slow cooking something like that, something that's rich with that kind of color, gotta have them bay leaves. And here we got, an onion. That was a small onion chopped. I would suggest that you guys follow this recipe and then figure out what you want to do to tailor make it, to your own, what you want to add more of or take less out. Okay, and then we got beef broth. That's just a 14.5 ounce can right there. Now this right here, listen, got to talk about this. That's that Kyoko knives, that Diamo series. Listen, you know what? Having just a great set of knives is just like truly awesome. The balance on this is great. You guys are gonna be seeing me use this, and like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. Anytime I'm using a knife, this is probably what I'm gonna be using. You want to talk about the balance, just the way it looked. And I think this week I'm gonna go ahead and put out a video, just like showing it's like a series. It's a 3 knife set. Hey, real nice. But when you guys see that drop, that video drop, go ahead and take a look at it. It'll be awesome. And then right there, that's just top round, steak. Listen, I put it in the freezer. That's the pro tip. Put it in the freezer for about 20-25 minutes and let it firm up. Makes it much, much easier to cut meat. And then you want to cut it, against the grain. Now, look, get yourself a Ziploc bag. Go ahead and remember that flour. Go ahead and put that 1/3 cup of flour in there. Then we're going to put that Creole Kick inside of there. We're going to mix that up. Then we're going to put the meat in there. Now listen, I look back at some of my videos and just some of the ways I was doing things was just, crazy. But just having a Ziploc or, the old school shake and bake, paper bag, that works. But this makes it so much easier and keeps your hands a whole lot cleaner right here. Just get it in there, seal it up, and then just do a little shake. And, make sure all your meat is coated. And after that, then we're going to go ahead and, get our cast iron skillet together. Now, whatever you're using, that's fine, but I'm using a cast iron skillet. Just add your oil to it, get it nice and hot. I start off on medium heat. Once I see it starts to smoke, then I'll go ahead and introduce my flour and meat to it. And as you see, I just lay them down because what we want to do right here is we just want to brown it. Hey, real simple. Once you see it and you hear this, the comment, me commentating it, then it becomes just like, now you can start to see. You start seeing just how easy it is to, like cook some of these dishes. And that right there in the bottom of the pan, that's the flavor, folks. Don't scrape that out. You just want to leave that in there. Maybe add another tablespoon of oil to it. Once that's hot, then put all your veggies in. And what we're going to do is we're going to cook that down for about 5 minutes. And again, we on medium-high heat. So I start off moving them just so they can get coated a little bit, just with a little bit of that oil. Then after that, you want to leave it alone. Listen, you don't want to keep stirring it. Once you get it, nice and flat, get it moved around, everything has oil on it, you just want to cook it and let it, become, you want your veggies to become soft. After that, after 5 minutes, then go ahead and introduce your minced garlic. Here, we only going to do this for about 1 minute. That's it. You don't want to burn your garlic. After that, you want to add a tablespoon of flour. Now, again, I said, follow the recipe and see how you like it. I'm doing it this way just to show you. Maybe some of you guys might want to put 2 tablespoons in there. It's really up to you, but you want to cook down that flour. That's the main thing, so it don't have that flour taste. After you cook that down for 1 minute, then we're going to introduce the beef broth. Now we got the beef broth in. I just slowly put it in there and let it mix a little bit, and then I put it, I make sure that I get it all in there. Now that's a 14.5 ounce can, so that the volume is just perfect for this. So you want to just continue to stir it around, make sure you got everything mixed, and then once we get it back to a simmer, you want to go ahead and introduce your fire roasted tomatoes. Now, folks, can you guys see it starting to come together? Hey, listen, my mouth is watering. Me commentating it, doing this narration, Then okay, so now we come with it. Everything will be self-explanatory. You saw the bay leaves, the W sauce, the red wine vinegar, the Italian seasoning, and we just want to work it in. Once we got everything mixed up, nice, then the last thing to add is what? The meat. That's right, folks. So now we just gonna put the meat in there. We're gonna make sure it's completely covered. Once it's covered with the sauce, you can kind of like see it starting to thicken up on its own right now. What we want to do is put the lid on it, and we want to simmer it for about an hour and 20 minutes. And then after that, we gonna put that on top of the grits. Now I just start off with, when it comes to the grits, I start off with the chicken stock. I bring it to a boil, then I introduce the grits to it. After that, we stir it up, get it nice. You know what? You can add some. I went ahead and add some half and half to it to get it the nice creaminess texture that I'm looking for. And then after that, we're gonna simmer it and we're gonna cook it down, and we're gonna check on it about every 10 minutes. Just follow the instructions on the box of grits that you have, and you'll be fine there. You know what? But the main ingredient that's that chicken stock. That's what's gonna sit it over the edge. And then once it's done, we're gonna go ahead and add that cheese to it, and woo, that's gonna do it, folks. Again, don't forget, check the description box below for the full ingredient list for both, the grillades and the grits. Now, listen, a lot of people say that, they struggle by cooking grits. I know it's easy because most people just use water and then the grits, but they never come out right. The main thing is you can't just leave them. For me, I like to stay on top of it. So about every 10 minutes, I like to come back and take a look at it. I don't mind cooking them slow. If you ask me, that's the best way. And you just saw that I introduced the grits, but you see that whisk? That's key. Keep it moving. Watch your thickness, because as you cook it, it's going to thicken up on you. So, you know what? That's where that half and half came in. Then you can hit it with the salt and pepper, or however you like it. So another key thing is, listen, we must taste our food as we cook it. That way we have no surprises at the end. All right, here we go. Got the grits in the bowl. Now it's time to just mix this up a little bit. This is after an hour. Actually, it went an hour and 25 minutes. That's what it looks like, folks. There you go. There's your grillades right there. And then just go ahead and put them on the top, on top of your grits, and get your presentation right. I sprinkled a little parsley over the top also, just to make the picture pop. And other than that, there you go, folks. Grillades and grits. Hey, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned, because we gonna close this Soul Food Sunday out real strong. We got about 3 or 4 more weeks, so hey, stay with us and check us out. So tell me what you think. How did it look to you? Hey, super easy to make. And then I want to know, how many people even heard of grillades before, period? You know what? You're talking about getting down in that dirty. This is that real, true, down south soul food, Creole / Cajun, meal right here. Hey, so with that being said, don't forget, we got to go by and check out Soul Food Cooking. Again, I don't ask them what they're making. I'd like to be surprised myself. So there's a chance that we both can make the same dish, but I'm sure if we do, it's going to have a different spin on it. Now, I want you guys to leave me a comment down in the comment section below and tell me, are you going to even try this recipe? You had it before? And tell me your thoughts. And let me say thank you to everybody that participated in my community tab. I put that out there, just gave a little hint. I scaled back to meat because I didn't want to give it away. But I will tell you this, you guys gave some great suggestions, so look out for the future. Hey, because we're going to drop some real ones, folks. Now, if you're new to my channel, let me go ahead and take the time to say, hey, thank you. You know what? Welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and tell everybody out there there's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. So, with that being said, you guys has been around for a minute. You know how I like to end it. I'm out of here.